Okay, today we're going to be rebuilding a Zama carburetor. It's a RB K7DA 3XB from the RB3 series carburetors, Zama. And the rebuild kit for it is Rebuild 107 rebuild kit. And this is a original Zama rebuild kit. I got this off eBay for around $10 with shipping. So yeah, what you're gonna need for this is a flathead screwdriver or a small Phillips for the little screws, a bottle of good carburetor cleaner with a straw preferably, and the rebuild kit, and something clean like a sheet of paper or a towel to put the carb pieces on. So let's get started. First, take off this cover and this cover and this cover and lay out all your pieces. If you think you're not going to remember which way your carb goes back together, where the diaphragms go and everything, best idea is to do one section at a time and just put them how they were. First, you might want to open up your rebuild kit and just lay out the parts. I'm going to do that. One more screw there, I forgot. Okay, now we have the body of the carb right here, which is free. What you're going to want to do is remove the screen right here. Only if your rebuild kit came with another, which mine did. And after that, just spray everything down with carb cleaner and clean it off. After getting it sprayed down with carburetor cleaner, let it sit for a little bit just so everything else washes out. Make sure to wash this little plastic piece right here too. Make that nice and clean. Just make this plate clean too, and then this can be cleaned off. So after letting this soak in a little bit, you can remove the needle right here. My kit came with a new one, so I'm going to remove it and replace it. Needle's right here. Just remove that little screw. Then you can just take it out. It's the little holder thing, the needle, and the spring. Now get your new pieces over here. Put your spring in. So holder piece, put the needle, or this little thing inside there, and try to put the needle in there with that piece in at the same time. After you get that in, try and hold it down with your finger and put the screw back in. The screw doesn't have to be super tight, just tight enough. And if you have one of these tools, you can measure the height of it to make sure it's correct. Now it's time to start reassembling everything else. Let's start with this little screen. Take your new screen, put it on top of there, and pretty much just get some type of screwdriver and work it in there and get it how the other one was. This is what I used. It was pretty much perfect. It's just a Pac-Man adjusting screw for carburetors. You might not have one of these, but this works good. Just press it in there, and that's what I did for mine. If you don't have one, just use something that looks like it, or ordinary screwdriver. Try and keep it clean while you're doing all this stuff. Now on this piece, you can put the gasket on here. It goes just like that. Then take this little piece, this little black piece, and goes right on top of the gasket. Sorry, wrong way, need to flip it over. Just like that. And now this piece goes on this part of the carburetor. Like that. Now if your primer bulb is still good, put that right on there. And And now goes the cover for the primer, and now you can put your 4 screws in. One thing I forgot, this little screw goes right here. Just screw that in, and then you can put your primer revolving cover on. Now for this part, take your little pump diaphragm gasket thing, put it right on top like that, and take the little gasket here and put it like that, and now this assembly goes right on top of there like that. Just put your screws back in, and after that is on, go to this side, put this piece back in how it was, and let's see, it goes like this. Try not to force it down if you don't need to. While you're doing this, just take your old parts and set them aside. Now put your screws in for this. And there you go. Your carburetor has been rebuilt. Now, that is how to properly rebuild a Zama carburetor. Now all that's left to do is put it back on the unit it came off of, which in this case is a Echo SRM-2 or SRM-210. And this is my dad's weed eater. So yeah, to put it back on, all you need to do, it's easy, take the air cleaner off, take the carb mount screws off, put the carburetor back on how it goes, like that, and hook everything up like fuel lines and throttle. There's it all hooked up, fuel lines and throttle cable. So let's put it back together. Now let's put some gas in it and see if it starts. Okay, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and check out my other videos for more repair videos and just other good stuff. Any video requests, just put them in the comments and I'll try to get to that. Thanks.